Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 3. Last episode we took a look in an area full of Ursag and pretty much managed to kill them all. Also found a spell tome that improved one of our spells and completed a quest by killing all the Ursag, and also managed to find a perfect flower after killing a lot of gremlins, and managed to give it to a dryad who needed it, and helped another dryad who was having problems with an ogre. Now, let's keep exploring to the east. There should be another town over here. A group of sheep graze nearby. A dog sits nearby, watching the sheep and keeping the more independent-minded ones from wandering off. You stand in the middle of a wide plain. It's a beautiful sunny day. Green grass waves in the wind. A herd of deer grazes in the distance. It's quite beautiful. It's also completely unspoiled, and the rich land is doubtless capable of supporting many, many people. If the Avernites wanted to come to the surface, there's plenty of room for them to live. All you need to do is become safe from the Empire. Somehow. Lost Isle Ferry, 10 coins. Not where we need to go, but I guess we found where the Avernites can stay. Yeah, this looks like a decent place for where we can stay. Unexplored regions to north. Beware of undead. Sleep with fires lit. This is your last warning. Well, we've gone as far southeast as we can. A group of cows graze nearby. They stop and stare at you as you pass. You match gazes with them for a moment. It's very quiet and pleasant and pastoral. Stormport, eh? Well, let's look around the outside, as I do. Hopefully, if this is such a good place for Avernum to decide to stay, all we have to do is hope that the people of Stormport are nice. Libra, 70 miles west. Well, let's take a look. All around the outside first, as I do. Let's see here. Stormport docks. Gebra ferry, 10 gold. Buy tickets at dock. A beggar woman kneels by the docks. In addition to an alms bowl, she holds a roll of tickets. I am like Are you selling those tickets? She sneezes and wipes her nose on her sleeve. Well, I'm a beggar really, but lately I've been more of a ticket saleswoman. What are the tickets for? You can purchase tickets to the city of Gebra from me. Only 12 coins. 10 for the ticket plus a 2-coin service charge. What's the service charge for? It's also known as a keep the poor beggar woman from starving to death charge. Seems reasonable enough when put like that. I want to buy some tickets. She takes your money and hands you your tickets. You notice 3 coins, not 2, end up in her bowl. Then she says, donate a coin to the cause, kind adventurers. Okay, here you go. You hand her another coin. Watch yourselves in Gebra unless you're well equipped to defend yourselves. They're a weird lot, and not everyone who goes there comes back, if you get my meaning. Thanks for the warning. Let's take a look elsewhere. Just a random archer. I wonder why that little stone thing there. Huh. Oh, that looks like a person. It's just a townsman. Okay, then. Looks like everything there, so time to investigate everywhere and snoop. Starting up here. Pick the lock. An Empire soldier sits at the table having a good solid meal. He is displeased at being interrupted and furious that you would break into his house. He draws a sword in order to teach you a bit of a lesson. Well, holy crap, he's strong. And now he's dead. Well, that happened. Got some gold coins. Not much else. And iron chainmail, we can sell that. Well, okay then. That happened. Nothing in there. Someone in here. And he doesn't have anything to say. Nothing of use in there either. And nothing of use in here. Okay then. Alright, what's down in here? Person here. You meet an aging female merchant. She is wearing fine jewelry and rich clothes. She looks on edge. She shakes your hand. I am Dana. What trade are you in? Well, I run shipping up and down the East Coast. Right now we're looking for couriers. Up the East Coast to where? From here up to Squiggis and beyond. How does one become a courier? We need supplies to run up to Squiggis. You can purchase bundles here and carry them up there. They'll pay you handsomely for them. It's been very hard to get couriers lately, alas. There's been some monster troubles. Do you know anything about the monster troubles? She looks annoyed, but not at you. You should ask Mayor Runkle. He's next door. He's been useless for dealing with the problem, but at least he may be able to explain it. I'd like to buy some bundles to take up to Squiggis. Fine clothes. Fair enough. Alright, you. You meet a tired, thin old man. He sits behind the desk, contemplating a skull. You notice that the skull has rubies for eyes. Greetings, I'm Mayor Runkle. Why are you looking at a skull? It belonged to a nasty undead creature. When we brought it down, it was brought to me. The undead to the northeast aren't as bad as the monster plagues I hear the big cities have been having, but they are a threat. What's it like being mayor? I'm the mayor of Stormport. It's sort of a different post around here. I'm the administrator for several towns, and believe me, we have problems. Which towns are you the administrator of? He counts the towns off his fingers. Stormport, Libras, Lost Isle, Ghost, Gebra, Bolton, Squiggis. I take care of administrative details for them all, and of course try to protect them from monsters. What problems have you had to deal with? Are there monsters about here as well? He holds up the skull he was looking at. There's undead to the northeast. Lots of them. We don't know who's making them, and they move farther south every day. Empire's no use, as always. Why doesn't the Empire send you help? When things were peaceful, an Empire adjunct would be through every week bothering me about one thing or another. Now when we really need their help, we don't get one gold piece, not one soldier. I don't know what's going on up there, but if they don't start helping out more, the whole area will go straight to hell. Shouldn't you send someone out to take care of these monsters? He covers his face with his hands. Of course, but I have almost no troops and no money to pay for some useless mercenaries, and the Empire doesn't help at all. I'd quit this job in an instant, but nobody is dumb enough to replace me. I'm an adventurer. I'm sure I can deal with this undead problem. And I suppose you'll be wanting a reward when you're done. Well, we don't have any money to give you, and we need all of our supplies, so do what you want, but don't expect much. Rumor has it a tower appeared to the north. Just appeared. Poof. There are lots of ghouls and such around there now. Seems a natural place to look. Really? Well, you may not have money, and you may not have supplies, but I think I know what we could ask you for. Yes, I think I know just what. The armor... Oh, it's an armor smith. Okay, nothing you need to worry about there. Shut up. And in here... Provisioner. And in here... This must be the inn. Or maybe. A tall, thin, twitchy man is sitting behind the counter. He's using a rag to energetically polish what looks to you like a shard of broken glass. He stands up. Ah, welcome to you, stout travelers. I am Valentino. Welcome to my shop. What sort of shop is this? He's very pleased that you asked. Why, I collect and distribute all manner of wondrous items. Here's how the process works. You sell me the excess crud you don't want. I hike the price and make it available to others for purchase. Elegant, eh? Elegant seems a strange word to use. Perhaps, and yet it is so. What sort of wondrous items do you have? Well, all sorts of wondrous items. And of course a lot of garbage. Let's do some trading. We do have at least the iron chainmail to sell. He's got bolts of life? That's impressive. Not that we can use them, but still. And nothing we really need. And I think this dusty room is filled with crates, filled and shelves laden with piles upon piles of old stuff. Some is junk, some useful. It would take a while to sort through it. None of it belongs to you. I'll take a quick look through. A dress, a rock, a skull, trash. Nothing. A whip. An iron spear. Couple boots. Control foe scroll. A lamp. An iron small shield. And trash and rock. Really, nothing of it any use to us. Alright. Oh, hello. No, it's just a townswoman. Huh. Alright, let's take the boat south. Many fishermen ply their trade in the stormy waters off southern Valorim. Most of them make a few extra coins by ferrying people south to Gebra. Fortunately, you have a ticket. The trip to Gebra takes a while. You have to sail around Gorst Island to get there. When you land, the fishermen say, "Come back to the dock and wait. Next time we're by, we'll take you back. Watch out, the people in Gebra are odd." Then they leave. Well, let's take a look around. As I do. All around the outside. That's interesting. You meet one of Gebra's citizens. Odd. Most people you've met in Valorim aren't this thin or haggard looking. The person is quite quiet for a few moments, as if having trouble figuring out exactly what you asked. Finally, "I am a Gebran." "What trade are you in?" You wait while the question percolates through the town person's brain. I farm." "Do you enjoy it?" "Farm. Yes, farm. For food." "Are you okay?" Another long, confused pause. "Yes, food. That is what I farm for. And I am busy." "Perhaps you should rest." "Yes, food. Farm." The person vacantly wanders off. When they said the people of Gebran were strange, I didn't expect something like this. This isn't strange, this is worrying. And there doesn't appear to be very much. There's the farms around here. Those are probably the houses. And it looks like there's a temple over there. Well, let's investigate the houses first. Gebra person. Gebra person. No one in this one. Nothing of use in there. And a Gebra person. So there's someone in each of the houses. There's a person in here. You meet a sour-faced little man in monk's robes. "I am Kawas." When you approached, he was performing a complicated stretching exercise. "Greetings." He looks at you coldly. "I am in charge of welcoming people to Gebra." "Anything interesting going on in town?" "This is a quiet, uninteresting town. Perhaps you should return to Stormport. It's much more interesting there." "You seem eager for us to return to Stormport." He graces you with an icy smile. "It's a lovely town with much to offer and only a short boat ride away, too. I'm sure you would find it much more interesting." Hold on a second. Kawa stares at you. His eyes are cold. He doesn't seem to blink. "So then how do you welcome people?" I tell people all the things Gebra has to offer." "What does Gebra have to offer?" He looks at you blankly. Come to think of it, we don't have anything to offer. Just some crops. And dull people. Fortunately, it's very easy to return to Stormport. Why don't you?" This is very worrying. An empty place. There's a book in the corner here, though. Teresa, what does this book say? "This is a book of training in the martial arts. It describes a variety of fascinating and elaborate moves, all of which could be performed by a very skilled and strong person with years of careful training. Actually, upon further inspection, you start to suspect that the moves depicted are not, in fact, possible. The poses are certainly not attainable by you." Okay, then. And there's this building in the corner. You open the door and see a room with a half-dozen thin sleeping mats. There are monks sitting on several of them, chanting, meditating, and performing complicated and demanding stretching exercises. Your relief at only finding a bunch of monks instead of bizarre monsters is short-lived. The moment they see you, they emit high shrieks and charge. Holy crap! Well, that was unexpected. Okay, this may be possible, but, let me provide a bit of haste and protection first. Jesus. Okay then. Healing to him. A lot of it. And a fireball. Oh Jesus, there's more of them? Where did those come from? I didn't expect these guys to show up. The chest contains papers. Lots of them. They are covered with dense handwritten ravings. You can't make much sense of them. They seem to involve avoiding the end times, strenuous self-denial, and the phrase, feisty slap of pain. Bit of bread in here. A couple unidentified rings, and 3 books. Well, let's take a look at the books. Training in martial arts. Training in the martial arts. Training in the martial arts. That was strange. What kind of a place is this?
I want to be your friend.
Shut up. Oh, we got some spiritual herbs from that. That is very strange. You find us some... Okay. Well, let's take this ferry. And we are now over on this island. And another ferry. We end up on another island. You have been ambushed! You aren't attacked by humanoids or slimes, though, but by a vicious, muscled life band of monks. They leap out of the bushes, shout, "Feisty slap of pain!" and charge. More mad monks. Holy crap! Well then, there are mad monks here talking about the feisty slap of pain, and I'm guessing that's where they're stationed. And they do a lot of damage very quickly, and we can't really prepare for it. I'm thinking perhaps we should leave this place alone then. And just leave. I don't know what's up with these monks. The fishermen take you back to the mainland. They seem eager to leave Gebra. You bid a happy farewell to this odd island and its odd people. Yeah, maybe we'll come back there when we're a bit stronger. What about this, though? The next island and back. There we go. This should be a bit more interesting. Some small lizards are basking on some rocks nearby. When you get close, they get up and start slowly walking towards you. When you try to get away, you find that they're actually capable of walking very quickly when they want to. Leave peacefully. For now. Grey moles! Not bad. Alright, let me save and then attack them. Alright, let's attack. 2 basilisks. That all. Well, we should be able to kill them. Yeah, we got them. That's a few less basilisks anyone will have to worry about. As you turn to leave, you notice a ring on one of the corpses. It's around one of its reptilian claws. That is Fletcher's ring. That's completely sellable. And here is Gorst. I think we can take a... Oh. Oh dear. Gorse was destroyed? Or at least there's undead here. Gas that throw javelins? That's new. Why does it sound like this place is full of people? This place is a ruin. There's nobody here. Is there? Oh, didn't see those. Yeah, this place is a complete ruin. And yet, it sounds like there's loads of people here. Why? Okay, that place looks actually... Okay, there's one building that's whole, it looks like. But everywhere else? Nothing but undead. No, there's two buildings that are whole. This was Gorst's barracks. They're abandoned now. They're also filled with the thick, nausea-inspiring stink of death. It's very unnerving. There goes those spirits. Magic lockpicks, that's worth it. And healing elixir. Only one structure left, and that's down here. New arrivals enter here. Huh. This man might once have been a rather imposing and sinister figure. His robes are faded, however, and his hair is graying. He seems very pleased to have a visitor.
Ein Anzovin. Welcome to my shrine.
What happened to this town? It's a mess.
Well, Gorst was never so great to begin with, but it was better. Then the storms came.
Is this your temple?
Yes, I rule this temple. The temple of the surging darkness.
He emits a laugh that was intended to sound sinister, but sounds rather asthmatic instead. You notice the temple is looking rather run down, and the walls are cracked. I see, so this is a temple of evil?
Yes, puny mortals. We believe the darker powers are waiting for cruel forces to rise among the humans.
So you are still waiting for the cruel forces to arise?
Yes, these cruel forces will be imbued by mighty energy by those unholy powers, and from there we... that is to say, they will rise up and rule the world!
So you are hoping to rule the world with them?
Yes!
He laughs sinisterly, turns to the altar, and notices that it's looking very cracked and shabby indeed. He turns back to you, looking embarrassed.
Sorry about that. This is all a lot more impressive before the storms.
I should hope so. What happened to this town?
Yeah, we got hit by serious storms about a year back. Buildings fell over, some people died, most people left. I had a shrine, and that's better than nothing, so I stayed. I gather herbs and make a few undead to relieve the tedium.
Are you here alone? He stands up straight and tall.
Yes, and one day, puny mortal, people will return and join me, and the dark powers will notice us, and imbue us with dark energy, and we will rule the world! We will rend this puny globe in twain! Sorry, got a little carried away sometimes.
You spend your time making undead?
Well, wouldn't you?
Okay! What sort of herbs do you gather?
All sorts. There's good alchemical herbs on this island. Care to purchase some?
Sure. Well, there's plenty of herbs. Who else lives on this island?
I don't know, but anyone who would live to the south would have to be crazy.
It seems like he knows something, but he doesn't want to tell you about it. Okay! That was a thing that happened. Well, I think that's it for the islands down here. Yeah. I think maybe it's time we Well, this is actually going to be the end of the episode. Next episode, we'll head across the river, head to the north, and see what we can do about all these undead that they're having problems with. Maybe we can solve that problem, and I think I know exactly what we can ask them to do. Or grant us as a reward. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chester44, that is Carl, Napor, Pollux, and Teresa. This has been an Avernum 3 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.